She's a rather large dinosaur. She's coming closer. Don't panic, but don't move at this point. She's probably wondering why these owls are not flying away. That's the unusual thing right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the latter part of the Cretaceous period, Dromaeosaurs ruled the land using their speed, agility, and vicious hunting techniques. Today, we invite the bravest among you to encounter the mightiest theropod of 75 million years ago, the Velociraptor.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the Raptor Encounter. My name's Kelly. I'm one of the dinosaur handlers here at Jurassic World, and you are all very brave volunteers. Thank you so much for helping us out today with the most crucial part of the Raptor program. This is where we get to see how Blue responds in front of all of you, new people. And she's our absolute favorite. She's so intelligent and very empathetic towards our guests here as well. Apparently also excited. We're going to check on that, have those cameras out and ready to go. I do need to advise you that she's still technically considered a wild animal though, okay? For you that's going to mean no sudden movements, and please do not approach her until you're directed to do so. Follow the rules, you'll be just fine, so don't worry. We do have everything under control. Right? Yes, of course we do. She is signaling that she is ready. I hope you guys are too. Vet techs, let's open the gates. Easy, keep those eyes on me, Blue. Hold, girl, eyes on me. Blue. Hey! Here we go, that's more like it. Okay. Whoa, steady, easy. Let's move. That's it. We're moving. Good. Good job, girl. Okay. Hey, no ma'am. No ma'am. All right, good job, girl. A little disobedient, but she is calming down, following those voice commands. Let's get started with our first group of volunteers. Hopefully you guys read the liability waivers before coming into the queue here. Yes, right here towards the center. This is the best place to be. It's the safest place to be, we've discovered. Appreciate you having your camera out and ready to go. Something we will be asking all of you to do. She's very curious about our young guests. You're okay. Something we will be asking all of you to do is to turn around to get your documentation. Now our vet techs here can assist you with that. But we are going to want you to turn your back to her at some point. You can take a selfie as well. I'm just going to observe Blue here for a second. It's going to be really telling how she responds to this first group so far. Like I said, very attentive and alert. It's okay if you're a little nervous. It's very natural. But I can tell that she likes you. I'm going to break down how I can figure this out in just a second. This is a very, very good start. I love this. So once we safely get this documented, we'll have you safely exit over to the side. Well done. Not easy being the first group up here, but they handled that exceptionally well, and it looks like Blue's in a really great spot right now. So here at the Raptor Encounter, like I said, we are observing her behavior. We want to know how she's responding in front of new people. The reason this is so important for us is because we foresee a future where humans and dinosaurs can live together peacefully. And in order for this to ever become a reality, there's quite a bit we need to learn and understand first. She would be in front of new people all the time under those circumstances. So it's crucial that we understand how she's going to react around them, see if we can anticipate how she might respond, and effectively communicate with her. Steady. Clearly she's going to be communicating with us as well. Now by having you guys come up here, you're not just getting documentation. She doesn't like the water either. You see how she's trying to figure out how close that got to her. Lucky for her, she doesn't have too much water by you. However, there is some water underneath your feet towards the front of the paddock, everybody, so just be careful as you walk up. We would like to avoid anyone slipping and falling into the paddock because there's no guarantee that I'm going to be able to get you back out, all right? But when you guys are coming up here, While you're getting your documentation, you are actively training her. That's why we have you do those very simple but specific things. Calmly approaching her and turning around. Now, if your instinct is telling you, I feel like I shouldn't be turning around. Shouldn't I keep my eyes on her so I know what she's doing? In any other circumstance, yes, I would agree with that. However, for the purposes of her training here, it's actually safer to turn around. And this is why. If you come up here and you're in closer quarters to her, this is the minimum safe distance for all of you. But if you get right up to that point and you continue to hold that gaze, if you're looking at her, she may misinterpret that. She might think that you're staring her down in an effort to challenge her in her territory. So she'll interpret that as threatening behavior. We don't want that to happen. We do not want Blue at any point to think that human beings pose a threat to her. So that helps to break the eye contact and avoid those kinds of misconceptions. The other thing that you're doing right now is you're acting very differently from her prey. Her prey would never be the ones to calmly approach her. They certainly wouldn't turn around. And they wouldn't calmly just walk away. They would be fleeing immediately. So when you guys routinely do something different, just curious about your hat there. She's noticing it has eyes and is wanting to know a little bit more about it. And like I said, that does kind of look more like her prey. And you got a lot of red in your outfit here. Just be a steady girl. That is a mushroom. Easy. She's a carnivore, so she's not really going to be interested in eating a mushroom. But that red color is something that she is reacting to. So she's a carnivore, meaning steady. That the color red is something she strongly associates with her food. Well done. Thank you for not running away after some of those vocalizations there. That red color is something she associates with her food. And what's happening is an involuntary chemical reaction in her brain. It's triggering her reward system because she thinks there might be food in front of her. The reason she's not approaching any further than what you've witnessed is because of her sense of smell. So she's got a very strong sense of smell, and it's how she gets most of the information about what's going on in her environment. She can smell that it is not the raw meat that she might think it is upon that first glance. It's okay, easy girl. You see how mindful she is of those boats? Not just because she doesn't like the water, but because of the movement. So her focus oftentimes is going to go to wherever is the most movement happening. That's why she tends to stay focused towards the front as people are coming through the queue. Having said that though, for all of you off to the side, you are welcome to be there and observe as long as you like. Just keep in mind that she is aware of your movements as well. So those same guidelines apply. We say no sudden movements because not only will that get her attention, but she does associate that with the movements of her prey once again. And we want her to know that at no point should she ever be considering humans and prey in the same category. Great work, everybody. I gotta say, I'm very impressed with your ability to stay calm. This is extremely good news for us here. And you're all giving her an opportunity to have a positive human interaction. It's going to help her build trust here with people and hopefully have that reciprocated with you guys. We want you to be able to trust our dinosaurs as well. Okay. Let's hold the line for just a second. Let's have everybody back up. Give her a little bit more space. That was her hunting call. Kind of an aggressive thing to do right now. So something has agitated her. Easy, girl. Whoa, steady. She's observing the movement here. I think she recognizes you're trying to give her a command, but she doesn't always like to follow commands from people she doesn't know. Eyes on me, Blue. There we go. Back it up. Blue, focus. Good. Back it up. Good job. Okay. A little hesitancy there, even with me. That's a little disconcerting, but okay, we'll continue. She did retreat. She did follow the voice command there, just like the very beginning of our encounter. So, you know, safety is always our #1 priority. And if at any point we feel that we need to cut this short, we will. But I think for right now, I'm very curious curious to see what happens if we continue. This is the kind of thing we need to know. Because again, in that future that we see, living together with dinosaurs, we're going to have to know how she's going to respond. Here we go. Nice approach, you guys. It was very calm. And remember earlier when I said sometimes she's got this very protective nature when it comes to our younger volunteers. We're seeing that here a little bit. It's a slight difference. Nice work, you guys. She approached calmly as well. And you may have noticed that when she was looking at them, although she closed that distance a little bit, she had that tilt of the head. That is an important distinction to make. And you can see she's even looking at the water in front of her. If there was more water under her feet right now, you'd probably notice she would be avoiding it. And notice her feet. They are not webbed. She is not built for swimming. They are water-dwelling dinosaurs. No, they are not. They are certainly meant to be on land. She gets protective of some of our young volunteers, and that behavior is a little bit different than what we see when she's hunting. If she's hunting, her approach is going to be stealthy. It's going to be very quiet, very still, and her focus is going to be straight on. There's not going to be that curious tilt of the head. She can't afford to do that and potentially give away her location. So that's how we can tell the difference. Like I said, it can be very subtle, but it's there. And it's the same behavior that we see when she's with her younger sisters. They're only 6 months old. So the way that she interacts with them is remarkably similar to how she interacts with a lot of our young human volunteers here as well. Speaking of, we got some more volunteers here in the queue. If you guys are all together, come on up. It is definitely a better idea to take group documentation for sure. Safety in numbers. So if you are here with a group having your entire party, easy. Yeah, let's have you guys stay closer together towards the center. Notice how she was about to get between you and me. The only reason she allows me to be where I am is because we've got a long history together that we have built, yes, a lot of trust. That little head shake right there, that recognition. That's the reason why we say it is safest to stay towards the center. That way, you are in her direct line of vision. She's not going to misinterpret that you're coming over here and trying to get into the paddock. She will not allow that. And you saw, even if you are just slowly coasting over to the side, her instincts are telling her to interject and cut that off there. Very protective and territorial. Especially since she is the alpha female of her pack. So the rest of her pack mates, I've referred to them a few times. They're the same age as Blue. They hatched at the same time, Charlie, Delta, and Echo, but they will not be out here. It'd be very unwise to have more than one adult Velociraptor at the same time. Maybe I made a mistake saying their names because now she was turning around looking for them. The reason they're not out here is because what you're seeing right now with Blue is a very restrained dinosaur. Her sisters do not share that restraint, and we're going to come right over here. She doesn't want you to go inside, so we're going to stand right over here where it's a bit safer for you. Perfect. That instinct, once again. And I'm not going to let anything happen to you here. Easy girl, good job, Blue. We've never actually had a raptor-related incident here at Jurassic World, and I'm going to do everything I can to keep it that way. It's also why we have our vet techs here on hand. They're not just here for the safety of Blue, but for you as well. So if our vet techs are giving you guys any guidelines, please be sure to follow those, as that is for your protection. Nice job, everybody. If you're just joining us, welcome. Always best to have your cameras out and ready to go here. And we're going to continue doing some of the things that seem to be working well for Blue right now. And that includes turning around once you reach the front here and coming up with the entire group. Blue has retracted those claws there on the bottom of her feet. That is a potential red flag right there. When she lifts those front claws like that, what that allows her to do is if she has the urge or the desire to move forward very quickly, she can dig those claws into the ground and use that to propel her forward. It helps her to gain purchase so that she can reach higher speeds more suddenly. You see, she's got that curiosity here. job, girl. She's also on a pretty strict feeding schedule, and I think there's something hanging off your bag that looks remarkably like some of the snacks she likes to eat. Good, oh, steady, good move, calmly walking away. Back it up, girl. I do think that she is feeling a bit hungry right now. A little bit earlier than we anticipated. Now this could be interesting because she does eat birds. Yeah. So just no sudden movements. Easy, girl, not for you. Nice and steady. Let's have the two of you keep your eyes forward. See, we're getting our cameras ready. Smart choice. Now, Blue doesn't just eat very frequently because she's a rather large dinosaur. She's coming closer. Don't panic, but don't move at this point. She's probably wondering why these owls are not flying away. That's the unusual thing right here. The bravest owl she's ever seen. Good, okay. Good response time from her. That's making me cautiously optimistic here. Typically when we get a hungry velociraptor, her behavior can be a bit more erratic. That's why I check in with her and why I have this beaker in my hand. This mimics some of the sounds that she makes when she's communicating with her sister. Nicely done, everybody. And like I said, continue to watch your step as you reach the front of the paddock. There is a little bit of water gathering under your feet, and I just want to make sure you guys are safe as you approach. Steady, girl. We do have our escape route clear in case it becomes necessary. And there is the slightest of breezes blowing by. Nothing too insane, but I point it out because environmental cues like this can have an effect on Blue. We talked about that strong sense of smell of hers already. If there is a particular scent that she's picking up on that breeze, that could be something that we're gonna need to watch out for. Luckily, it's not too bad. Once she catches the scent of something that she knows to be prey, it becomes much more difficult to restrain her. Steady. Yeah, it's always good to come up together. Leave no one behind. That hissing sound is increasing too, just another indicator that she's feeling hungry, because she's not actually hissing at you guys, not in the way a cat might hiss at you. She's inhaling. Taste and smell are strongly linked, so when she inhales like that, she is trying to pick up a scent here. That could be in direct relation to that very soft breeze that we've got going on. Great work, everybody. Thank you very, very much. We're going to go ahead and close the line. We've got one more group here. This looks like it is our last group. Don't make me mean that literally, you guys. You just joined us. You walked up so calmly. That is perfect. If we can get this safely documented, we will be able to say that we have had a casualty-free encounter. Whoops, steady. Did we get it? We got it? Okay, let's have you safely clear off to the side. Well done. Thank you for your participation. Always nice to say nobody got eaten today. Yeah, and I want to keep it that way. The text gates are open. Blue. Let's move. That's it, girl. Back it up. Nice and steady, girl. That's it.
We hope you enjoyed your time with our Velociraptor today. Your participation in the Raptor program is vital for the safety and training of our animals. We are thrilled to bring you the planet's most exciting and up-close dinosaur encounters, only here at Jurassic World.